Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, The Canadian Dream by Urvi. In this video, I'm going to help you understand why IRCC will not be inviting new applicants under FSW and CEC program. So this is a recent news or breaking news even that IRCC has released an internal memo which clearly suggests that IRCC will not be inviting any applicants under FSW or CEC draws, which means they will be stopping these draws altogether for the first half of 2022. Now last year there were a lot of speculations on when FSW draw will begin, and there were many applicants who spent a lot of time and effort in getting ready and applying in the stream, so when the draws open up, the file is right there and they get the invitation upfront. Unfortunately, IRCC decided that they will not be pulling up any draws in the first half of 2022, which is heartbreaking for many of you. If you are in this situation, you have to think again and re-strategize on how you will be getting your permanent residency in Canada. But before we strategize your plan, let's understand why IRCC has taken this decision and what is their rationale behind stopping these draws in 2022. Now let me help you understand the top 5 takeaways from the IRCC memos. So let's get started. So the first takeaway item from the IRCC memo is that there will be no express entry draws for federal skilled workers, Canadian experience class and federal skills trade programs in the first half of 2022. Unfortunately, IRCC had to take this decision, and based on IRCC's rationale, it is because there is already high backlog of applications in the system. A lot of applicants already received ITA, which is invitation to apply, and are waiting for the next steps. So the applications in progress are high enough that it will meet this year's criteria. So they don't need many more invitations, and their strategy is, rather than inviting new people, they'll try to work on the backlog and clear those files. So IRCC is not saying that they will stop processing any FSW. So IRCC will be processing the applications which are already in progress and the applications which have received ITA. Now the takeaway item number 2 from the IRCC memo was that express entry immigration targets may be decreased by more than 50% in 2022. So basically IRCC is suggesting that in 2021 Canada admitted approximately 110,000 new permanent residents through express entries FSW, CEC and FST programs. Now remember those big draws last year where they invited so many CEC applicants and where the score dropped to 75? Yes, those were some of the big draws where they were able to meet these targets. Now in 2022, the scenes are different. There are so many applications underway through Tier 2 PR pathway program and the Afghan refugee program that the targets can be reduced and they will still be able to meet the overall target of landing more than 400,000 immigrants in 2022, right? So we will know the actual target around February 8th to February 11th. That is when Minister Sean Fraser will be declaring the levels plan for 2022 and 2024. So this is when this will be happening. I'll be keeping you posted. So if you want to learn more about it, please make sure you subscribe and hit that like button for me. Okay, moving on to the next takeaway, which is takeaway number 3. What they are suggesting as well in this IRCC memo is for the first 6 months, yes, no draws for FSW, no draws for CEC, no draws for FST. Now after 6 months, when they decide to open up these draws, they are assuming that the CRS score will be rising above 500. And they say that it will likely rise about 500, but we know for the fact that if there is such a long waiting time, there's going to be more competition and the score is going to increase. So you have to really think about, where do you stand here? Do you really stand a chance to land in Canada as a permanent resident through FSW and CEC programs in 2022? If not, you'll have to replan and re-strategize and look at other programs, and I'll get to it in a moment. So that's the takeaway number 3. The takeaway number 4 is FSW processing times is expected to increase to 36 months. Now, this is into the consideration that pandemic has already been 2 years and they are thinking it might stretch a little bit more, so the processing time will increase as well. So this is only related to the applications who are already in progress, who already received ITA and who submitted all the documents. Their processing time may stretch up to 36 months, not the new FSW invitations. So basically they are saying many individuals who applied for PR through FSW program have been waiting for more than a year to have their application processed, and this FSW processing times is expected to rise to 36 months throughout 2022, unfortunately. Takeaway number 5, and one of the most important takeaways in this video, is that PNP draws will continue on a regular basis. Now here I have a screenshot of the latest draws which we have seen in 2022 and a little bit later in 2021 as well, and you can see that the last, I don't know, more than 5, 6 or maybe 7, 8 draws have been all PNP draws. And even this year there were 2 draws and both of them were PNP draws. When you look at the last CEC draw, it was in September. The September's draw was the last CEC draw. There were 2,000 invitations issued and the score or the cutoff score was 462. Right, so that's not even a low score. Before that it was 403, 404, but it really jumped, and it's going to jump up from here. Right, the immigration is going to get difficult because of the backlog. No fault of your own, but because of the backlog it might be difficult to receive a permanent residency through FSW and CEC programs in 2022. However, now what you need to do is look at the provincial nominee programs for all the provinces. I will be making some of the important videos on my channel, so please make sure you subscribe, and I can help you with which province might be a right fit for you. So let me know in the comments below if you have any specific questions. But yes, the other way around is, if you want to come to Canada, land to Canada, work permits are still being issued, student permits are still being issued, visitor visas are still being issued. So those are some of the methods using which you can still land in Canada. However, for permanent residency, FSW looks difficult for many applicants. CEC looks difficult for many applicants. Now we have to wait for February 8th or February 11th when this levels plan will be disclosed and the numbers will be published as to what is their targets, and then we can better estimate what is IRCC's plan for us. Alright guys, that was it for today's video. If it was helpful, please make sure you subscribe, like my videos, and I will see you in my next video. Please take care of yourself. Bye bye.